This guy took a package from my porch, and now he's about to open it in his car, but what he doesn't know is this is a custom-built bait package that is recording him on 4 different cameras, and it's about to unleash a pound of the world's finest glitter, along with some other surprises. But to understand how he got to this point, first, we need to rewind a bit. About 7 months ago, I noticed a package being reported as delivered, but it never arrived, so when I checked our security cameras, I noticed this lovely couple out for a stroll. As you can see, they have backpacks on, and they're just going around the neighborhood making an afternoon out of this. And if you've ever been in a situation like this, you just sort of feel violated. And then I took this to the police, and even with the video evidence, they said it's just not worth their time to look into. So then you also feel powerless. And I just felt like something needs to be done to take a stand against dishonest punks like this. And then I was like, hold up. I built a dartboard that moves to get a bullseye every time. I spent 9 years designing hardware that's currently roving around on another freaking planet. If anyone was going to make a revenge bait package and over-engineer the crap out of it, it was going to be me. So I started with a sketch and some CAD, and then I hit up my buddy Sean, who is really good with this type of small electronic stuff, and we got to work. Ultimately, when they opened the package, I just wanted to celebrate their choice of profession with a cloud of glitter, because I mean, who doesn't love glitter? That's easy. I could just do that passively with like a spring when it opens. But I also wanted to record their reaction, and that's what makes the engineering here an order of magnitude more difficult. Because if you think about it, this thing has to sit on a porch all day and it can't be plugged in. And you have no idea when someone will come and pick this up. So it's not like you could just hit record on the camera and then put it in the box, because you're gonna run out of battery and storage space. On top of that, I need some way to recover this footage in case I never get the bait package back. So after 6 months and lots of design iterations and so much testing, here's where we landed. This custom printed circuit board is the brains of the operation. It has a built-in accelerometer, and when it's jostled, it will check the GPS signal to see if it's been moved from the porch, and if so, it sends a signal to all the phones to wake up and start recording. And I'm using 4 phones that have a wide-angle filming mode and are angled back. And this 3D printed portion is contoured this way because it represents the field of view of the phones. So as you can see, I'm guaranteed to capture their reaction no matter which way they open it from. And nestled in here, we've got a can of fart spray. No joke, you can clear a room with 1 spray of this stuff. So we made a cam on a small motor that sprays it 5 times. And not only is this just a nice touch, but we keep repeating 5 sprays every 30 seconds until they throw the package out of their car or house before they realize there's 4 phones inside. This increases our chances of finding it because we always know the package location at all times due to the GPS on the phones. But even if we don't recover it, all 4 phones have LTE data plans, so they upload the footage to the cloud so I can still see what happened. And then for the pièce de résistance, we have a cup here on top that spins from a motor underneath. So once you load in a butt ton of the world's finest glitter, the motor spins really fast and the centrifugal force fires it evenly in all directions. Then we cut holes in the side of the lid and covered them with one-way film so 2 of the cameras could see them as they walked away. And then finally, to make it look like an actual delivered package, we added some shrink wrap and a delivery label, which is perhaps my favorite part of the whole thing. Because if the thief wasn't in such a hurry, they'd see that the package is actually coming from my childhood hero and inspiration for this project, Kevin McAllister. I even looked up and am using the address of the actual house they filmed the movie in. And of course, it's being shipped to his boys, Harry and Marv. And there's a charge port in the bottom because if it doesn't get stolen in a given day, I can bring it in and then recharge all the batteries in the system overnight. So the idea is the bad guy comes and takes it off your porch, then lifts the lid, and these 2 limit switches tell the circuit board brain inside that the lid's been removed, and then that sets everything in motion. And I may be biased, but sometimes a well-engineered design is beautiful. And because the phones have GPS, we created a virtual geofence around my house, so I get a notification when the package has been moved off the property. So I put it out on the porch, and now all that was left to do was wait. Okay, so I was at work and I got a notification that the geofence we set up had been tripped. So then I checked the cameras and sure enough, the package is gone. So I checked the GPS and sort of tracked it, and it appears they're in a car because they seem to leave my house pretty quickly, but it seems to have stopped in a parking garage, which is where I'm headed to now. And if you're new here, this isn't a prank channel, so I am completely out of my comfort zone. And there she is. Oh. Oh, see some glitter. This is like recovering the black box of a crashed airplane. It would still work even if I didn't get the box back. The footage would upload to the cloud, but it's just faster to plug the phones in. So I'm gonna go home and find out how this somehow ended up here. So it appears he was walking down the sidewalk and then suddenly makes a hard left. Then he takes the package and gets in his car and eventually makes it to this parking garage where this glorious sequence unfolds.
No way! Look at that, dude. Look at my car, dude. Everything. Oh my god. I don't know what this is. Literally like everywhere. What the f? Come on. Bro, lift this out. That smell, nigga. Open the door. Get that shit out of here, bro. You shouldn't even have grabbed that. What the f? Get this shit out of here. What do you want me to do? You on yourself. Take this shit up out of here. For real. Woo! Take that. All back.
Keep that change, you filthy animal.
So the moral of the story is, just don't take other people's stuff. Not only is it not cool, but on the plus side, you'll never find yourself in this situation. Or perhaps even worse, this one.
Gonna get in here like, who you had in here?
This video is all about protecting your packages from bad guys with this 6-month over-engineered monstrosity, but lucky for you, it's way easier to protect yourself from online bad guys thanks to the fine folks at NordVPN, who also happen to be supporting this video. As you know, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, so you could surf the web anonymously, your location stays private, and your data is encrypted. And even though I'm not a bad guy with something to hide, I generate a spinning glitter cup of data online every day, which I would prefer not to be used against me like you read in a lot of the news stories lately. And as a bonus, if you ever get a message about a video not being available in your country, technically, with just the click of a mouse, your computer can virtually teleport to any country you want.
Crikey.
And NordVPN is the best because they're super fast with thousands of servers across the globe, and they also have Apple and Android apps for mobile browsing, which are free with your account. So if you travel internationally, or given today's headlines, you're ready to start taking your privacy more seriously, you can go to nordvpn.com/markrober or use the link in the video description for 75% off their 3-year plans. So it's nordvpn.com/markrober, and if you use the code markrober at checkout, they'll know I sent you, and they'll give you an extra month free. Thanks for watching.